Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, we will begin with that story I know you've all been covering, the government shutdown. Less than 24 hours away, no deal in sight. A top White House official is going to join us live with the impacts. Also, I am in 2 raincoats because here in the Northeast, we are already super saturated this September, and now another 3 to 5 inches happening throughout the day today into early tomorrow. We will talk about the impacts to travel, from airlines to the roads. So much more to get to right here on Good Morning America.
The game is Bond, James Bond. Actually, the name of the game is Cypher 007. The Apple Arcade exclusive drops players into a top-down stealth action game experience with Bond going against Spectre. Blofeld expects you to play on iOS devices.
The posters for Paw Patrol Day have all disappeared!
We can find them! Chase is on the case!
The Paw Patrol puppers are back in theaters and on game consoles this week. The kid-friendly Paw Patrol World is a free-roaming adventure out now for Windows, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. Ladies and gentlemice, start your engines. Disney Speedstorm is out now for PC and current generation game consoles. The racing action features beloved characters from Disney and Pixar films. It is free to play but does contain in-game purchases. Leveling up in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I'm going to have that James Bond music stuck in my head all day now. All right, ahead in our next hour at GMSA, inflation is hurting our budgets and it's affecting retired teachers whose pensions have not changed. What they're asking voters to do in November to fix it. Plus, we're heading to the KSAC Garden. Sarah Costa joins us a little bit later to talk about an organic sweetener alternative. And up next, the brutal summer heat we've been having could mean a lot more bugs. Say it ain't so. Bugs in our yards this fall. We'll look at why in just moments. And Stephen Cavazzo is tracking the roadways for us on your Friday morning. Things looking pretty good out there. We're going to get the very latest traffic and weather coming up at 6 o'clock.
On GMSA, workers at USAA are finding out what it feels like to actually be in the military. A look at this morning's event over at the USAA campus on the west side. Plus,
I'm ABC's M. Wynn in Washington. The government is barreling towards a shutdown this weekend unless lawmakers can come to an agreement. How this could affect millions of Americans coming up.
All right, we've made it to the end of the work week. We're taking a look outside live cam. Got some cooler temperatures coming up next week. Justin standing by with the very latest forecast. Kind of get us going for our weekend.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. It's 6 o'clock. Can't believe it's already 6 o'clock on your Friday, September 29th.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we start the show at 4:30, and it really flew by today, which is good.
Having too much fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. And it always goes by faster on Friday morning, and we also have good news for next week already.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's check in with Justin and see what is going on out there. We know it's going to be a little bit warm today, but
it will be.
Some good stuff on the way.
We're going to be warm. It's next week that we are focused on in the forecast because it's encouraging. Cold front, an actual cold front, may be in the forecast. We're going to talk about it coming up. First, though, supermoon. Did you see it? It is gorgeous. This picture is from Mustang Island down there along the coast. Almost looks like daylight in this picture. That's how big and bright that supermoon is, the harvest moon. And yeah, it was a beautiful sight to see overnight. We've got a lot of pictures coming out on our KSAT Connect. You can check those out on our website and on our KSAT weather app as well. If you missed the pollen count yesterday, molds and ragweed are both low. They both came down quite a bit. We'll see where we land today. That pollen count comes in about an hour and a half. We'll pass it along to you as soon as we get it. Our forecast today, by noontime, up around 90. Stop me if you've heard this forecast before. And then up around 96 this afternoon, mostly sunny. That'll pretty much be the case over the weekend with some isolated showers and storms. But as I said, next week looks good, late in the week at least. We've got a cold front, and we'll talk more about that here in just a bit. Let's check in with Stephen now. Hopefully the Friday morning commute is going smooth. Is that the case?
That is the case, Justin. Hey, you know what? It's a good day to be out on the roadways as you can take a look at 35 at San Pedro. No issues to report just yet, folks. We are just seeing light traffic pick up, but remember, 6 a.m. is that hour where things really start to change out there. we're just going to keep our fingers crossed things will stay smooth. And you can see from behind me, that's been the case. We've been cruising along all morning. 16 to 4 at Marbach. We are seeing a little bit more traffic now that we've entered a busy hour. So that's always expected. But we're going to keep a close eye on things. And as always, just make sure you do the same. Now, we take you to our map, and it's showing the same story. Pretty much open space out there. And if you are going to travel into San Antonio, there's no need to rush at all. The journey from Bernie along I-10 eastbound should be about 23 minutes at this hour. 25, no need to rush if you're heading in from Bulverde either along 281 southbound. And at this time, it's not too awful from New Braunfels. We have 24 minutes along I-35 southbound. So again, traffic is off to a pretty decent start, but we're going to watch things closely. Update on road closures and gas prices as well. What that's looking like, I'll have that answer coming up a little bit later on in the newscast. Steph.
Thank you, Stephen. Happening today, they help support members of the military every day. But this morning, workers at USAA are finding out what it feels like to actually be in the military.
Yeah, this is a really cool experience. Katrina Weber has more from the USAA campus, where those workers are getting a pretty startling introduction to it all.
And this is what is known as Zero PT Day here at USAA. It's a chance for the participants to understand what it's like to go through military basic training. But I can tell you, just watching, there is nothing basic about this experience. Check it out. These people have all been taking part in what you might call controlled chaos. They got here, it was dark, it was noisy, and they had to jump in feet first to get right to work doing push-ups and other exercises. Now, all of these people are USAA employees who volunteered for this, many of them with no military background. But in this drill, they are working both individually and as teams, all towards the goal of understanding those who they serve, the military members. They're also raising money to prevent suicide among veterans. Now, a lot of these workers here, again, have no military background, but they did have weeks of training to get ready for this day, and they will complete it by receiving military dog tags to show that they have made it all through. So we understand there's a lot of tears, a lot of fears that go into this, but at the end, a lot of satisfaction. Reporting from USAA, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you very much, Katrina. Topping your morning headlines, you're looking live right now at the U.S. Capitol building out there in Washington, D.C., where work continues to avoid a government shutdown. But so far, lawmakers don't have a solid plan in sight to avoid one.
Now they have less than 48 hours to come up with an agreement.
ABC's M. Wynn reports that if they don't come up with an agreement, millions of Americans could be going without pay.
This morning, mounting tensions on Capitol Hill as House Speaker Kevin McCarthy wrestles with hard-right Republicans to make a deal that would avert a government shutdown.
Why would they side with Biden on an open border when we have an opportunity to do something like it? Are they doing it for that reason? Are they doing it for personal reasons? Doing chaos?
Today, McCarthy plans to hold a test vote on a far-right bill urging his GOP conference to unite and approve a measure that would slash federal funding by 8% and toughen border security while temporarily keeping the government open. But at least 10 GOP members are against any continuing resolution.
Do you believe McCarthy has the votes if he puts that CR on the floor tomorrow?
No, he doesn't.
It will fail.
Yeah.
The House passed 4 of the 12 appropriations bills needed to fund the new fiscal year, but they're considered dead on arrival in the Senate. If a shutdown comes October 1st, as many as 4 million federal workers, including 20,000 Border Patrol officers, could be furloughed or asked to work without a paycheck.
We can't have the lack of security of our border.
Notably, a shutdown could also impact more than 1 million active duty service members, including Austin Carrick's husband. This mom saying they rely on every paycheck to help with their daughter's medical expenses.
They are literally playing games with our lives. We mean nothing to them, but they expect my husband to go fight their wars. That's not fair.
Meanwhile, the Senate unveiled a stopgap measure that would keep the government open until mid-November, but it includes funding for Ukraine, something McCarthy has indicated is a non-starter for House GOP. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
Because of the potential government shutdown, millions of parents are about to fall off what's being called the child care cliff. Now, during the pandemic, Congress provided nearly $50 billion to support the child care industry and help parents nationwide. However, that help is set to expire tomorrow. Estimates show without government support, up to 70,000 child care centers could close, affecting more than 3 million children.
Child care businesses are going to be put into a position of having to either raise fees on parents or lower the wages of their child care teachers.
For now, experts are recommending a babysitting exchange where different parents switch off looking after the kids, or a nanny share where families split the cost of one person looking after the children.
House Republicans spent more than 6 hours on Thursday making their case for pursuing an impeachment inquiry against President Joe Biden. Their first hearing promising to provide accountability as they probe the family's finances and the lucrative business dealings of Biden's son, Hunter. Oversight Chairman James Comer has also issued subpoenas for additional Biden family bank records. The White House called the hearing a baseless stunt.
Looking ahead before we go to break, the Powerball jackpot has soared close to $1 billion ahead of this weekend's drawing. And it's expected to be at $925 million after nobody matched all 6 winning numbers Wednesday night. 4 people in 4 states are still millionaires, though, in California, Kansas, Maryland, and Kentucky. The Texas Lottery says one person in Texas won $150,000, not too shabby, after matching 4 out of the 5 numbers with the Powerball. The next drawing is scheduled for Saturday night. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah, I definitely take that right there. Anything. Do you play any of the Powerball?
Not really. You know, the only time I play any of these games, I guess, if here at work, if a bunch of people are going in, then I feel left out.
You have FOMO.
Yes, I do. But other than that, I don't really think about buying it, on my own.
I don't want to be the only one coming into work, okay?
Right.
If this station
right. If everybody wins, you're the only one that doesn't win. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the news must go on, I guess. Okay, 6:09 right now, 74 degrees outside.
And still to come, Google is opening up AI search for teens, what they're planning to prevent harmful content to showing up online.
All right, and after the break, the brutal summer heat we've been having could mean a lot more bugs in our yards this fall. We'll take a look at why in just a few moments.
Actually, one time, Justin and I split a lotto ticket when everybody else was buying it. Yeah, I think we were just down on cash. We went half seas.
Like $3, right?
Yeah.
$150 each.
Yeah.
Hey, that works.
Let's win the weather lotto, though. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back at 6:13. So the record-breaking heat we saw this summer, that means we could see some unwanted visitors this fall. So we're talking about bugs and pests.
A bug's life cycle is almost entirely determined by temperature. So the warmer it is, the faster they go through changes.
The heat and recent rain has led to a lot of moisture in the air, and that means you could be seeing more bugs in your home, doing things like running your AC, leaving standing water in your yard, and keeping weeds and leaves around leads to a huge breeding ground for pests.
We're going to do things to make ourselves more comfortable, and that is also going to make a lot of bugs and rodents more comfortable.
Pest professionals recommend you do these 3 things to help keep your home clear. So make sure your door is sealed to the floor and windows. Get rid of any standing water and keep your yard clean and tidy. So you can learn more about pest control by heading over to our website at ksat.com.
Ooh, look at that creepy crawler right there.
Not looking forward to that.
Gotta wake you up. Yeah. All right. How's traffic, Steven? Things at a crawl right now?
Yeah. Well, things aren't creepy. Things are actually looking pretty great. As you take a look at behind me, we have 35 at New Laredo Highway. It's been a smooth morning so far, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I don't want to speak too early, but enjoy it while you can. 410 at Marbach, not a bad shot. We're gonna see a lot more traffic. And perfect example, I-10, both the east and westbound lanes near Probant have a lot more traffic, and you can see things slowing down a little bit at the Y, which is a good thing. You want to make sure you slow down before you approach any curves like that. But 35 at Zarzamora, we are going to see a little bit more of that traffic, and hopefully we won't see a lot of issues today. We all know that we're ready to drive off into the weekend, and if you have big road trips planned, well, let's just take a look at the gas prices and see what you can expect. Because as of today, right now, AAA reports the average gas price in Bexar County dipped just a bit to $3.29. Around the state, we haven't seen much of a change, $3.37 $3.87. And around the country, we're looking at $3.83. It's been kind of one of those years when it comes to gas where the oil likely leads to a lot of the reasons why we're not seeing so much of a change in terms of a decrease. But just make sure to pack your patience and always just, pain at the pump. I don't know what else to say when it comes to gas, because we've not really even used like a word like, oh yeah, you're feeling relief at the pump or the gas station.
Right?
It's always some sort of like groan. I hate going. I filled up the other day. Yeah, I filled up the other day. Yeah, it was just so depressing.
It is. I know. My husband gets on my case. He was like, you're spending too much on gas. I'm like, well, I have to drive places.
It is what it is.
You gotta have it to get around.
But it's not.
Listen, I feel you on the whole people groaning thing. That's what happens when I give the forecast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
We're like, yes.
Here we go again.
Good news. We finally got some changes, guys. We can all stop groaning as we get into next week, because I think it's going to look a little bit better. Here's a look at September, and we see that every day this month we've been above average. We felt it. The average temperature is 87.3. That's enough to make for the hottest September on record so far. We've got 2 days left, and honestly, it's probably going to end up as at the top spot. Lowest high, I should say, we've seen is 93. Just give you some perspective. We haven't been below that mark for a high temperature. So we know September was hot. We know the whole summer was ridiculously hot. We are going to get some relief, I think, finally. 75 right now, clear skies. Dew point is at 70. In the forecast for today, we're not getting the relief today. It's going to hold off until late next week. 10 a.m., 82, noontime, 89, and there's your high temperature, 96, mostly sunny today, southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. There could be a little bit of rain over the weekend, but this is not drop-busting rain. This is just those random pop-up downpours that we'll get during the afternoon hours. That's because we get a little more moisture in here. So this is Saturday at 3 o'clock. Does depict a little bit of rain here or there. Shouldn't mess up your plans, because these won't stick around very long. And that'll be the case on Sunday too. Just a couple of isolated showers and storms. I think probably best chances will be west of San Antonio, but even here, we're going to keep in a 20% chance just to account for that extra moisture that will be in place. Your weekend forecast, 20% chance both days, identical really, 93 both Saturday and Sunday. And on top of all of this heat, well, the drought's been a problem too. Drought monitor yesterday showed that we're still very much in an exceptional drought. Rain and cooler weather would be ideal, and I think we finally may get some of that. And here's why. We get a trough that develops out west, digs south. So this is some cooler air pushing down. This would be unsettled weather as well. And as it moves to the east, actually strengthens a little bit, which is a bit of a change in the models. And with that in mind, it helps to push a front into Texas. And as it does, notice that we'll get some showers and storms. So this is Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Timing still could change with this a little bit, but I think probably late Wednesday our best rain chance, and then this would move through early Thursday. I'll even point out, see there on the top of your screen, that is snow, just give an indication that, yes, there is some colder air. Now, obviously, that's in the higher elevations, Colorado, where you would typically see some snow with these kind of systems. But it's just an indication that, yes, there's some cooler air with this. And Thursday morning may just be our best chance of rain as this front comes through, and then we would get some cooler weather by late on Thursday with some gusty winds, perhaps. May feel a little bit like fall. Now, this is not going to be a huge cool down, but it will be a change. In the tropics, we finally have Tropical Storm Rena. This has been kind of interesting to watch. Philippe and Rena have just been kind of sitting here, and they're very close to each other, but they're both tropical storms, kind of an odd setup. And both of these are going to kind of drift north and weaken. They're not going to affect any landmass, so that's good there. But that's all we have going on, at least in the Atlantic at this hour. 93 over the weekend, 93 Monday, 92 Tuesday. We do bring rain chances up to 40% on Wednesday, and I would even say Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we may be able to push those rain chances higher, and then that high temperature on Thursday, 87, we may be able to push lower if these trends continue. So stay tuned. Could be good stuff.
Well, even if it stays at 87, that's a whole lot better than what we've been dealing with.
I mean, that's a dub. That's a huge win right there.
Yes.
W.
Sorry.
The dove. I like that. All right.
We agree.
Big win. Yeah.
We agree.
Big win out there. All right. 6:20 right now and 73 degrees outside for your Friday morning.
Not too bad. And just ahead, Christmas. Wow, 3 months away. However, holiday deals are about to drop. How you can unlock the best savings right now in your GMA First Look.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I feel free to bare my skin thanks to Skyrizi. I'm celebrating my clearer skin my way. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people had 90% clearer skin even at 5 years. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Thanks to clearer skin with Skyrizi, this is my moment. There's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Christmas may be 3 months away, but those holiday deals are about to drop.
The countdown is on. Target Circle Week is coming.
So there's no question that retailers are responding to the pressure from consumers to be stocked earlier and start identifying for them what they should be focusing on for their holiday purchasing.
Target Circle Week launches Sunday, touting big discounts, like spend $100 on toys and you'll save $25, or spend $50 on household essentials and you'll receive a $15 Target gift card. Walmart launching its official holiday campaign next Monday.
Walmart's Baby Days deals is back.
Best Buy is trying a new approach, dropping limited quality deals that are available only through its mobile app. So how can you lock in the most Yuletide savings right now? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California.
In your morning consumer headlines, Google is opening up AI search to teens. Now, kids aged 13 to 17 can now test Google's AI-powered search experience through the Google app or Chrome laptop. Google says it allows teens to ask questions conversationally. Those safeguards have been built in to prevent harmful content from surfacing.
And Fitbit has unveiled its latest smart band. The Charge 6 uses some features from the Pixel Watch, including Google App support. It also has a battery that lasts up to a week. The Charge 6 costs $160. It's available for pre-order and launches in less than 2 weeks. I was thinking of the AI, and then I went back. I was like, I remember AOL was my thing.
I had that too. That took forever to send an email back then.
All right, 6:26 right now, 73 degrees outside.
Well, still ahead at 6:30. We are getting ready to head to the KSAT Garden, and our Sarah Costa joins us in the studio to talk about an organic alternative to artificial sweeteners. This morning on GMSA, inflation is hurting our budgets, and it's affecting retired teachers whose pensions haven't changed. What they're asking voters to do in November to fix it.
And taking you outside with live cam, things are looking pretty good to start your Friday. We have made it to the end of the work week. We have your forecast. Justin's hanging out with us coming up.
Happy Friday. It's September 29th. Yeah, Justin's over here. He's not really hiding.
Hiding from us.
There you go.
Thank you for starting your work weekend with us. And things are coming up looking pretty good. I know you're in a good mood, Justin.
Yeah, we're excited because the forecast's finally hinting at some changes, some fall changes, and that's exactly what we want to see. We're looking at traffic right now. Stephen will get to that in just a second. I don't want to steal his thunder here, but traffic looks good. As we look at TrainSky, here's what I can tell you about the forecast is that we're going to see some pretty good weather. There we go, weather headlines. Some pretty good weather over the weekend. Other than it will be a little bit warm. We'll get some pop-up isolated downpours. But this is the big news. A front. It's in the forecast. Yes, really, an actual front with rain. And it looks better and better each model run. And so with the consistency of the model runs, the computer models, we're feeling a little bit better about this, and I think you're going to like the forecast. 75 right now. Dew point is at 70. Northwesterly winds at about 3. As we look at current temperatures across the country, we've got some cooler weather up across the Rocky Mountains, but it's not just bitterly cold yet. There is some colder air that's going to spill down, and we're going to finally feel some of that down here in Texas now. It's not going to be sweater weather, but it will feel a little bit better, as I've been saying. Our forecast today, though, another hot one. Temperatures near 90 at noontime and 96 for a high today with mostly sunny skies. We got a little bit of a sneak peek of traffic, but let's check in again with Steven and see if indeed the roads are that quiet, Steve.
Well, you said you were worried you were going to steal my thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a weather pun?
It might have been.
Okay. Well, okay. It was great.
Purpose.
It was great, but don't worry. Right now, things are still quiet. Not upset about that at all. But traffic is definitely keeping cool as we take a look at 35 at New Laredo. We have traffic that's moving through there pretty smoothly, and I've not seen any major issues reported, guys. So it's been a smooth morning in my department. But let's take you to the map. You see traffic's picking up there along I-10 at Proband, and we're going to start to see a lot of that red and congestion creep in, and it's always in that usual spot. US 90 just before Loop 1604. We can always expect to see a little bit of a delay there, but also keep this in mind. There's a lot of overnight work that is taking place along US 90 over the next few weeks, so plan your commute ahead of time. As we take a look at the travel times, we're not in the red just yet, but you can see it's already a 47-minute drive time if you're heading in from Castroville along US 90. So just make sure to pack your patience. Again, no red on our maps just yet, but I'm going to keep a close eye on things throughout the morning. Let's keep our fingers crossed we can get through the show without any more issues, but I'll watch things closely. RJ.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. Hundreds of USAA employees have moved from their desk to active duty.
That's right. For one day, they are living the life of a military recruit, taking part in basic training.
Yeah, this is really cool. Katrina Weber is on the USAA campus and tells us that this drill is the culmination of weeks of training.
Many, if not all, of these employees have been putting in the paces for weeks now to get ready for today. Still, even with all that preparation, at least some of what they found here this morning had to have come as a shock.
You worked hard all the way up to this point.
They hit the ground running, in some cases out of fear. It was dark, it was noisy, as they jumped feet first into basic training. There are about 500 USAA employees, most with no military backgrounds, who volunteered for this drill that's known as zero-day PT. The idea is for them to put themselves in the place of those who they serve as they do their jobs.
They just have to understand that what's happening is what our military members go through, and then it helps them understand so they can serve our members better.
This is not only about personal accomplishment, but also about helping others. We understand that these employees have raised money to prevent suicide among veterans. Reporting from USAA, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thank you very much, Katrina. Happening today, testimony will begin in the trial of two former San Antonio police officers. Carlos Castro and Thomas Villarreal will be tried together in their aggravated assault case. They were arrested and charged in 2021 after an excessive use of force incident. Again, testimony begins today in the 379th District Court. If convicted, they could face up to life in prison. You can read more about this on ksat.com.
This morning, a man is in jail after police say he was connected to a deadly shooting at a Northwest Side apartment complex. Gustavo Garrido Jr. is accused of shooting and killing a man inside that apartment just 5 days ago on Callahan Road. Police say Garrido confronted the man at the apartments, and the two began fighting, and that's when investigators say they shot at each other. Garrido is now charged with murder.
A local school bus driver is facing charges of possession of child pornography. 76-year-old Michael Paul Morris was arrested after a search warrant was carried out in his home in New Braunfels. Investigators say that they found images of child porn on his computer. The district superintendent says that he was fired once the district, Navarro ISD, learned of his arrest, and they do not believe any of the students were involved.
Texas retired educators are asking for a cost of living adjustment. Proposition 9 will be on the upcoming ballot in November. Now, part of the one-time retirement pension increase was approved by lawmakers in the spring. The other part needs a yes approval by voters. Now, retired educators' pensions are funded by working educators who contribute to the teacher retirement system of Texas. The system has not had a cost of living adjustment in 20 years.
Things happen. The water heaters go out. I mean, people talk about plumbing and cars, breaking down. Where's the extra money for that?
The increase would be for those who retired before September 2020 and anywhere from 2 to 6%. The last day to register to vote is October 10th. Election Day is November 7th. And Judge Peter Sakai has also been speaking with the community about violence. Last night's meeting was the third of 4 community conversations. There are opportunities for people to discuss the issues that they're concerned about most. So if you missed that last night's meeting, you have one more chance. The 4th and final meeting is happening next Wednesday. You can read more about it right now on our website at ksat.com.
All right, moving on to some health news. Now to a call for ovarian cancer awareness. 1 in 78 women are said to be diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
So why don't we hear about it as much? Avery Everett talks to doctors and survivors.
I don't know, I felt like I was already given a death sentence.
An unexpected diagnosis.
Both masses were cancerous.
And June Salazar says even 8 months later, she can remember everything that happened on January 25th.
The first thing I could think of was, I'm not going to see my kids grow up.
Doctors diagnosed her with stage 1 ovarian cancer.
I knew that something was wrong.
After bloating, severe cramps, and hip pain, Salazar went to the emergency room where a scan showed 2 masses on her ovaries. The next day, she was set for surgery.
They took everything. They took my ovaries, my fallopian tubes, my cervix, everything.
Doctors confirmed the worst. It was cancer, and it was starting to spread.
I was terrified.
Ovarian cancer often goes undetected.
There are symptoms of ovarian cancer, but they are vague.
Doctors say it's important to pay attention to your body and look for persistent signs, with symptoms like pelvic pain and bloating.
I like to tell my patients is let's just take it one step at a time.
And Salazar says she's doing just that. After a hysterectomy and chemotherapy, she rang the bell and was declared cancer-free just a few weeks ago.
I'm happy. I'm extremely happy, but at the same time, I still worry.
There's a chance her cancer could come back.
Cancer, it doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care how much money you have. It doesn't care about if you're a good person.
But Salazar says all she can do for now is hold on to hope and hold on to her family. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
And the time now is 6:38 and 73 degrees for now.
All right, we just saw Sarah Costa stroll through the studio. We're getting ready. She's going to take you out to the garden. After the break, Sarah joins us to talk about an organic sweetener alternative.
Welcome back at 6:42. So this summer, the World Health Organization announced that aspartame, the sweetener found in diet drinks and other foods, may cause cancer.
That's right. And last week, UT Health San Antonio released a study that the sweetener could cause autism in boys if consumed by women when pregnant. So is there a more organic sweetener alternative?
Well, Sarah Costa joins us now to tell us more in this gardening KSAT segment. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I love Diet Coke.
I know, yes.
Diet Dr. Pepper girly. So this was tough. The aspartame challenges or the new studies that come out, that was a tough one for me to swallow. So I experimented with stevia with my garden. So this morning I want to take you through that experience of making homemade organic stevia extract. Check it out. So it's come out that the artificial sweetener aspartame could potentially cause cancer or autism in boys if consumed by pregnant women. So if you're like me and love your 0-calorie sweetener, is there a safer alternative? Is it officially safer? Experts say many more studies still need to be done, but a lot of people turn to stevia since it is plant-based. But even if it's labeled as organic, most store-bought stevia products have hidden chemicals like sugar alcohols that other studies say can be harmful. So how can you guarantee that your stevia is 100% natural, organic, without any added chemicals? You can make your own right from your herb garden. The triple-digit temperatures did a number on my stevia plant, so the amount of usable leaves from my plant, it wasn't a lot. But you can plant stevia from seed in the spring or from transplant from your local nursery. I went down the YouTube, Reddit, and blogger rabbit hole so you don't have to, and here's the easiest way I found. All you need are the leaves, a little bit of vodka, a jar, and a dropper bottle. Wash them, chop them, place them into a small jar, and pour enough vodka to cover. Let it sit for 24 to 48 hours. Pour the mixture into a strainer over a saucepan. Cook the extract in the pan for 20 minutes on a low heat while stirring often.
Do not let it boil. The low heat allows the alcohol to cook off and improves the sweetness. Let it cool and pour into a dropper bottle and store it in the fridge. This will stay good for several months. To use, usually only 1 or 2 drops in your coffee is enough for effect. My extract turned out nicely and I will use it sparingly in my coffee or tea. Happy gardening.
Okay, I know I'm kind of gone down like
that was super interesting.
the rabbit hole here.
But that's neat that you could do it yourself. Yeah.
Right, and it was actually very easy. I'm a gardener. And I kill plants. Like, I am not a chef. I am not a cook, and I did it. And I
you
actually
look like you were mixing it up there. That's good stuff. Yeah.
Maybe a mixologist a little bit with the vodka. No, but that vodka cooks off. So I was worried, am I going to taste the vodka in the extract? No, I actually put 2 tiny drops, like not even fill the full dropper. 2 tiny drops, because stevia I think is like 300 times sweeter than actual sugar. And so you just 2 tiny drops, and that way I know, okay, there's no added sugar alcohols or any hidden chemicals that I think when you buy it bulk at the store, they have to put in just so it could create that white powder that we want to see. Because if you actually ground stevia, you can make your own grounded stevia. It's green powder, and that might freak people out.
Yeah, just because it doesn't look like what we expect.
Right.
So how long does that last?
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't have a lot of leaves because all my leaves were dead. So it made like this much. I don't even know how many ounces, like, I don't know, 2 ounces, a tiniest bit, but literally 2 tiny drops made me feel like I was having 2 to 3 packets of full stevia in my coffee this morning.
Oh,
so it's gonna last a month or 2.
All right. Very nice.
All right. Well, that was great stuff, Sarah.
Guys.
Okay, time to check in Stephen Cavazos and see how things are looking on our roadways right now.
Well, things are looking sweet. So you take a look there at 35 at San Pedro and I-10 at Frio. Well, not a lot of traffic, but we're getting busier. We are entering morning rush, and thankfully we're entering morning rush with little to no problems. I've seen a few stalled vehicles that have been reported by TxDOT. Looks like they are not impacting the main lanes right behind me. The only thing that we're going to start to see a little bit more now of is that congestion. So pack that patience this morning with your cup of coffee. US 90 eastbound, we see it just before Loop 1604 as always, and 35 southbound if you are heading in from New Braunfels. But a quick look again as a reminder, today we will have a lot of that road work along State Highway 16 Bandera Road. We have sidewalk construction. Now that is going to take us all the way up until 3 in the afternoon. We'll see alternating lane closures in both directions from Loop 1604 to Circle 8. But always head over to ksat.com/traffic. There is a full list of closures there. And as I walk over to the desk, I'm taking a look at some of these monitors. It's just getting busier. 410 at New Braunfels. So far, so good. Yeah.
Friday fun day so far.
Friday fun day.
Yeah, it's great for a Friday.
Love Fridays.
Yes.
Love them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Me too. And cold fronts.
And cold. I love those too.
Yeah,
all good things. And I was trying to think back. I looked back at the weather data. When was the last time we were below 90 degrees? And we talked about this a little earlier this week. It's a record. We've had 114 days straight, basically, of 90 or above when we're talking afternoon temperatures. So you got to go back to June 7th, 2023, last time we had a high temperature below 90 degrees. The reason I point this out is because I think next week, we get there. Right now we're forecasting a high in the upper 80s by the time we get into, say, Thursday, Friday of next week. So there's a lot to look forward to here. But that is, again, the last time we've been at that mark. Here's our forecast for today. Still going to be warm. 91 at 1 o'clock. We're up around 96 today. Mostly sunny. Southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Those Friday night football games will be toasty tonight. We're not expecting rain today, but tomorrow there could be a few downpours that develop. We'll get some deeper moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, and that could result in a couple of random downpours. Nothing that would last very long. And as we get into Sunday, I know this model does not show a whole lot, but I still think we could see a little bit of action, especially west of San Antonio Sunday afternoon. Bottom line, we're going to keep in a small chance of rain over the weekend. Temperatures stay in the low 90s, partly cloudy skies, and overnight lows will be in the 70s. Not much changes here. The changes hold off until the middle part of next week. Right now we're at 75 degrees, 72 in New Braunfels. Look at Bernie, 64. That does sound nice. 70 in Kerrville, and we've got calm winds in most spots. Water vapor imagery doesn't give us a lot across the country. Honestly, the pattern's still pretty quiet. But as we look out west, there's a swirl here in the atmosphere. You can see that just off the coast of Oregon here. This is the one that's going to really kind of intensify as we go forward, and it will help to draw down some cooler air. And that will be our cold front that we are excited about. So the Futurecast shows that dip in the jet stream. So this is Sunday at 5 o'clock. We're starting to see some of that cooler air filter south. We've got some unsettled weather out west. Still so far to the west that it's not really having any effect on us yet. But as we get into next week, it starts to edge a little bit closer. And by Tuesday, close enough to where we could actually see a couple of showers, but also the front develops and starts to push into Texas. And then by late Wednesday, we've got some showers and storms on the radar as that front will be on our doorstep, or so it appears. And then by Thursday morning, front's beginning to move through. We're starting to feel some cooler air, showers and storms still around. And then by Thursday afternoon, this starts to push south. And we'll get the cooler air that will continue to funnel in. Friday morning could be really nice. If the timing works out the way we think it will, this could change a little bit. Models are notorious with these early season fronts of being a little off with the timing. But this is the general idea, and we see that here in the 7-day forecast. 92 Tuesday, 20% chance of rain. 90 on Wednesday, 40% chance of showers and storms, especially late in the day, I think. And then Thursday morning, that's when we start to see the changes. And right now we're going with a high of 87 on Thursday. Friday Night Football next week could be a lot better.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Yes, like we expect football to be.
Yeah, it may still be warm, but maybe, if anything else, a little drier, less humidity, and that does make a difference.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure the bands, all the people in the stands definitely appreciate that.
Yes.
We're all ready.
We are.
We are.
Thank you, Justin.
All right, time now, 6:51 and 73 degrees outside.
Let's look out there with live cam. Yeah, we'll deal with the 70s and 90s later today, knowing that we're going to see better temperatures next week. We'll be right back. A new season of Texas Eats begins on Saturday. So coming up today on GMSA at 9, David Elder will join us to give a preview of what's to come this season.
All right, I'm glad I filled in today because we all want to know, is he going to bring food or is he not? That's really the most important question. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Either way, it's always a great time when David Elder stops by. So tune in for that and much more today, GMSA at 9.
Yeah. And I hope that Stephen will also be around so that way you can greet David Elder. What do you think, Stephen?
I'll think about it. I mean, if he has food, that's more of an incentive.
Kind of a big deal.
Well, what?
See, he's kind of a big deal, I guess.
David
Elder.
Oh,
You
I'm
too.
not a big
You
deal.
too.
No. But no, if he has food, that's even more of an incentive. He's a great guy, by the way. As we get a look around town, things aren't too bad. If David's making his way out the door and heading here to the studios, 281 at the Quarry, stop and get us a cup of coffee too, because we shouldn't have too many problems out there. Just a little bit more traffic. Looks like we're also getting some shots of the sunrise there along 281 at San Pedro and 410 at New Braunfels. Morning started off pretty quiet. It's getting a little bit busier, but I'm going to keep a close eye on things throughout the morning, and I guess I'll end up sticking around for GMSA at 9. Why not?
And RJ, you know when you fill in, you're responsible for bringing tacos.
Yes.
I've heard, yeah.
Just
Already
saying.
taking orders here. People are placing orders.
I'll text you more in just a second.
Yeah.
96 today. We're going to see a small chance of a shower or pop-up storm over the weekend. Just 20%. But we do want to let you know there could be a few showers around, especially on Saturday. It is next week, though, that everyone is excited about. 40% chance of rain Wednesday. We've got a front coming through. It does look like it'll be cooler by the end of the work week. This is our first decent front. I'm not going to say it's a big, strong front because it's not, but our first decent front that'll bring some rain and cooler weather.
Decent is good.
Yes.
We'll take that.
I don't want to oversell it, but we're excited.
Yeah.
Look at that smile.
You said October would bring better temperatures.
Got to.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you guys for joining us today.